Talking Trotters now, catching up with Anton Golino here on Ballarat Cup night. Firstly, Anton, welcome, and she's a good crowd car forming here for Ballarat Cup night tonight.
Yeah, no, Paul, it's a good night of racing, and hopefully the weather stays good and it gets a good crowd.
Time-honoured race, the EB Cochrane Trotters Cup. Unfortunately, it's a Group 3 race. We need to get more prize money into it and get it up a little bit where it belongs, definitely Group 2, and I think I can remember it once upon a time being a Group 1 race.
Yeah, no, that'd be nice. You know, it's obviously a great race, time-honoured race, as you said, and it'd be great if it could get Group 1 status.
Talk to you forever, I won't. Interview firstly, you snuck him to Menangle last week, 1:56.7 over the long trip, just an amazing time. And I asked you just prior to us doing this, what was the reason behind that? And basically just to give him a trip away just for the future?
Yeah, no, we sort of thought he'd had a good campaign up until then. You know, he had 6 starts for 6 wins until then, and we just thought a little trip away could, he's a 5-year-old, just turned 5, colt or stallion, and just thought a little trip away could do him the world of good. And Auntie took him up, and he said he ticked every box. He really benefited from the trip. So it was a bonus that he went good and won the race.
I love him. He's got so many attributes you can like. The number one, rock star looks.
Oh, he's gorgeous. Yeah, no, he's a beautiful horse. He's a big, strong horse. He's got a beautiful head, and he's got a great nature too. He's a genuine good horse.
Haras the Trotters are great supporters of mine. They support this show, Talking Trotters, and it's what we want to do. We want to promote it. Getting a trotter onto a world stage is something that Pat has prided himself on over the journey. And just last week, he actually has been back over there and purchased a high-profile 3-year-old filly. And I was super excited for you to sort of fill me in out there, and that's why I thought we better do this chat. Firstly, she's got interesting breeding, hasn't she? She brings an Italian bloodlines now, eventually, to Australia. Yeah, no, we know the family quite well, Paul. She's actually a sister to One-Star LB, who we already have at the farm, who's a dam of Courmayeur. It's a very good family. Yeah, the dam herself, Gilly LB, she's a Group 1 winner, and she's a dam of probably one of the best horses or best 4-year-olds in Europe at the moment. A horse called Call Me the Breeze. He's made 800 and something thousand euro. This filly here is. She's beautiful pedigree. She's by Charlie Denoyer, her son already Cash, and she's had 4 starts in Italy for 4 wins. And Pat seen her come on the market, and he done a heap of homework, Pat, before he purchased her. Lucky enough, he's got a good relationship with Philip Allaire and Geet. He spoke a lot to them and a bunch of other people. It wasn't just a sort of off the cusp sort of buy. He done a lot of homework before he bought her, and I think he was probably expecting to sort of pay a little bit more, but the fact that she's Italian registered and not French registered doesn't, she's not really eligible for many races there in France. So that was, I think, the big thing that he got her at a decent price. You and I are not. I won't. People can go and Google the price there and the rest. It was still substantial money, but there was only 2 horses on the online auction, and she was a lot cheaper than the stallion that went. And a few people got it confused that you guys might have purchased the stallion. You definitely did not do that. I'm going to have a name across the bottom. We're not even going to try and murder it because both of us can do that. There's no worries there. You were saying, though, the excitement for me is that she's going to race you say it better than me.
Prix d'Amérique Day.
Yeah, she'll race on that day, and then she's going to come here and potentially race.
Yeah, no, that's the plan. She's eligible for a race there on Prix d'Amérique Day. I think Pat was going to talk to Philip and Geet today and see, hopefully they'll continue and race her in that. And then, then I guess he'll make his mind up whether she comes straight away or he waits a couple of weeks or what he does. But the plan is to get her up over here, and she'll still be eligible for our 3-year-old features towards the end of the season. That's what we'll aim her at. And I'm not too keen on taking one from Philip Allaire, but I think I might make me look a little bit silly, but we'll try our best anyway.
Super exciting for the industry. I love what Pat's doing also, and Duncan, bringing these bloodlines in, and it's so unique. This one, though, like Italian, I think it's got French and Italian in its back, so it's super. People say about Italy, the Italians are leading the world, aren't they? They are really starting to set, a dominant mark in world racing, especially with the trotter. Well, only the trotter.
Yeah, well, they've got the luxury of being able to cross the American, the American mares and with the French stallions, vice versa. And I think in talking to Mr. Dubois and John Etienne and them in the 90s, they both told me that was the greatest place in the world to race horses was in Italy. Unfortunately, corruption and that ruined it there. But they still have the mares there. They still have the horses there, and they can obviously breed a fantastic horse. Obviously Varenne was, probably recognised as one of the greatest horses to ever race, greatest trotters anyway. And so no, Italy is a great place to buy horses from. I think I know a lot of guys in Scandinavia and that go there looking for horses to buy because it's it has a great history of breeding good horses.
Mate, thank you. Thanks for joining me. As I said, you got a fair bit going on tonight, and I know you don't enjoy these, but I do really thank you. I've got to say thank you to Haras Trotters as well for the support they give me and Yabby Dam Farms. We will be doing more because we've got yearlings and that coming on for the nutrient sale. There's a whole lot of stuff going, but I reckon big thank you to Pat for what he is doing. The intrigue that then this horse will bring. There'll be some Italian people watching Australian racing to see how this mare goes, and that's what we need for our industry. We need to get it back on the world stage and get it going. Hopefully we can get the Italians back up and going as well. But thank you very much. Well done, and look forward to seeing her when she gets out here.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you.
2020 two-year-old Breeders' Crown Champion, setting a race record previously held by Walner.
On a Streak wins the Breeders' Crown.
O'Brien two-year-old Trotting Colt of the Year.
On a Streak upsets in the William Welwood Memorial.
One of the fastest two-year-old trotters to ever stand in Australasia.
He's such a professional. As soon as he saw open air, he just took off.
Son of leading US sire Cantab. On a Streak, standing his first season at Cobbity Equine Farm in 2022.